What is up, folks? What upper?
Hey.
What up with it?
So it's
What
just
up
me.
with it?
What's up? What's up?
You see,
Where
I'm
my
on
people's
kickback
at?
Sunday.
Me too. I'm actually running errands right now. Where my people's at? Who's all up in there? You know I can't see
Uh,
everybody when I'm on
I
my phone.
don't even see nobody. Today is the Ali Shuffle Day.
I thought that was pretty dope, by the way.
Yeah, to give y'all a brief history of what that means. It has nothing to do with my name. More towards, yeah, you got it from the boxer, but remember how you heard of 1580 payday out here?
Remember what?
1580 payday, the radio station, the famous radio station.
I believe so.
Okay, we had another one too called KGFJ.
Word.
And when a hot record would come out, and they would play it back to back or 3 times in a row, they would call it the Ali Shuffle.
Oh, word. Okay.
So,
You learn
you
something
know,
new every day.
when the hottest song dropped, they would play it 3 times in a row. Y'all did it in New York with Frankie Crocker, but I don't know if you had a name for it.
Damn, you went back. You said Frankie Crocker. If I can remember
Yeah, because
anything
it
with
was
Frankie
around.
Crocker.
It was in that era.
Right. Damn, you know who would have been good for that one? Portia. Portia knows all about that part. Well, we both
Yeah.
do, but that was
So I got
damn.
the Ali Shuffle. So when something is dope, you play it 2, 3 times. It's the Ali Shuffle.
Word up. That's what's up.
Oh yeah! And happy birthday to Michael Joseph Jackson.
Word up. Happy birthday.
You ain't got no glitter socks on.
Who, me?
No. But I saw you had that black glove on. You had the Michael Jackson glove, the black one on.
Who you talking to, me?
Yeah. That
Nah,
picture you
B.
put up on
Nah.
Facebook.
That's my mask. It's my mask. I got
Oh,
that
that was
dope
your
heart
man?
on that
That was
shit.
your Michael Jackson glove.
Nah, B. I got this dope heart right here. See what I'm saying? Right here. Love always. That's right.
God.
That's right. Love always. Love and
So
peace always.
that's a mask on your hand on Facebook?
Wait, on what?
On Facebook, on your new cover picture.
Nah, that was actually taken like a few years back in like 2018 or something.
I'm just saying, what's that on your hand?
I don't know what I think that was a scarf or something.
Oh yeah, see, I thought it was an MJ glove.
Yeah, no, I was walking. I was walking somewhere, and I was just chilling and shit. And I just took that pic. You know, I'm always ready to be like,
That's right. So yeah, man. So we're gonna drop your show, bro. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
That's right. So tap in later.
All right, man. I love you, broski. I'm
So,
gonna talk to you in a few.
love you more. So here we go. Afro's replay. Ali Shuffle.
Here we go.
KGFJ style.
Word
And
up.
here we go.
Yo, Afro.
Ooh.
Word up.
Rashad, what up? We're about to do a little take 2 here with the interview from earlier because it didn't save. So that's what I'm doing tonight. So if you was here earlier, pretty much the same stuff, same questions. Waiting for Afro to pop in. Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hey, I
Hey.
ain't seen you for a long time.
What's up?
What's up, Queen? What's going on?
So we're up. Here it is, 11 o'clock, doing this again. Let's go ahead and do it. We're on the right account this time.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We're gonna save this rascal too.
Yes.
Take two.
We go ahead and invite a couple of people. Hold on real quick.
Okay. Handle your business. And while you're doing that, I'll be shouting out our sponsors again.
Okay.
Sponsored by Stay Out of the Way Clothing, Cutty Mac Publishing, proud maker of Westlaw Scandalous, the book and the web series on Cutty Mac TV. And shout out to Boogie Flavors, who made the Soul Brother t-shirts from San Diego. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Oh, we got them coming in. We got them coming in. Yeah, this is like a, have you ever did like a video back in the day with a corny director and you was doing your freestyle and he'd be like, hey, do that again.
Yeah,
I'm
we got
hell again. I'm freestyle. I don't know what the hell I just did.
All right. Good. We're good now.
Yep, yep. So we're gonna start the salute off with the tiger bone. You didn't see you drank already. There you go.
Gotta get
Boom.
the water. Gotta get that water going.
Mm. Woo! There you go, Afro.
I'm good.
There you
I'm
go. There you go.
right here.
Okay.
I'm right
Y'all
here.
fresh?
I'm
You
fresh.
redid it, everything?
I am fresh. You
Yep,
fresh?
yep.
Word
What you be
up.
using out there? What you be using that Genite?
No, I don't use the Gina tag. Thank you very much. Don't use the Gina tag.
That's old school. My grandma used to have that.
No, that is very, very old school.
Oh, right. So cool, man. Well, let's break it back down, man. We're gonna go take it from the beginning shot. What was the
Sure.
inspiration? Oh, first I have to do the introduction. See, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, you saw her sister live 2 weeks ago. This is another one on my Mount Rushmore, male or female, as the coldest hip hop dancers of all time. And not only the coldest, she is one of the flyest. So, ladies and gentlemen, my sister, from the beginning to the end, APHRO VENUS.
Yeah. That's right. Afro's introduction. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Indeed, indeed. Well, let's jump right in. Let's take it from the beginning.
Okay.
What made the incredible Afro start to boogie?
The influences like my mother, my grandmother, born in Manhattan, raised in the Bronx, lived on the Lower East Side first till the age about 11. So, when we had those jams in the park, I was right there with my mom. My mom had me when she was young. So it was like, I'm right there with her in the park doing my thing with her late. You mentioned Union Square earlier. My mom used to dance over at Union Square. I remember that clearly, boy. So she had a heavy influence, being down there on the Lower East Side. That's all that was around me. So yeah, heavy
So
influence.
you was born with it.
Yeah, in the DNA. In the DNA.
It's in you, it ain't on you.
No, it's in me.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So, like I said, you're one of my favorite dancers of all time.
Oh, I appreciate
And you
it.
linked up with your sister. Tell me about the meeting when you met Salima. How that union came in.
So when I met Salima, I was actually doing a project with this guy named Dale. He had introduced me to Grandma Flash. That was actually the first album that I was featured on was the New Jack City soundtrack. And so we were actually working on that at the time when I met Salima. And then, you know, it just so happened that Sweet Tea was looking for a dancer at that time. And when she found out that I was a dancer, not just a singer, you know, she's like, well, come on, you know, come audition, see, you know, see if you like it, da da da. So we went out to Herbie's house, and it was just mind blowing. I mean, I auditioned in the basement, and that was that. That was that. You know, I got
Yeah.
Steve, his brother, you know, another dope dancer named Radia. She was so dope, you know. Of course,
I remember her.
yes, just meeting the whole Idol Makers crew back then was just like
Mm-hmm.
bomb, you know. I mean, it was just, I was young. I was like 15 years old at the time. And these were people that I would look, you know, up to. I would watch them on videos, read magazines, the Word Up magazine, all of that, and see them up in there and just wish that, you know, I could just be down, just dancing, doing whatever, you know, and it just worked out that way, you know. When I first met Herbie, I actually met him while I was looking for a job. And he was at Urban Outfitters with Kid. And he was over my shoulder, not minding his business while I was filling out my application. And he was just like, wait, your name? Aphrodite Venus? Aphrodite Venus Mikado? And I was like, yeah, that's my name. And when I looked at him and I realized who he was, I was just like, oh my God, that's Herbie Lovebug. And then he was like, yo, Kid, come here, look. Check out her name. So he comes over and he was like, what's her name? So then he asked me what school I went to. When I told him, Kid was like, oh my God, I used to go to Lehman College. I went to Clinton High School out in the Bronx. So he was very familiar with that. And then maybe about 6-7 months later, I ended up meeting everybody once again through Salima.
Yeah, so what was that? So it was like a lot of dope sisters out back then.
Oh,
And I remember, you know, the sisters that were dancing and Do This My Way. And, you know, we had Shane. And but what made you and Salima gel so well together?
well, like I said, at the time, Sweet Tea was looking for a dancer, and Salima was right up my alley. Like when it came to dancing, she was ready to hit the floor, hit the pavement just like me. And so we just like gelled. Like it was just like, oh, forget it. And she just straight up adopted me. I ended up living with her and her family. So that's my sister. That's like my big sister right there, for real, for real. So, you know, yeah, she just like, I mean, she embraced me and we just started doing our thing. Like everything was so familiar. And then not only that, both her and I had danced with some amazing fellas from around the way. Like she was the only girl out of a crew of fellas and I was the only girl out of a crew of fellas. So it was like when it came to dancing, we were just all ready and willing to do our thing and get busy all the time.
Okay, so speaking of Sweet Tea, like I said, that's when the Soul Brothers first laid their eyes on you. One of the most incredible performances, you know, we had seen at that time. And just like I said, just stopped us in our tracks. Like, man, who is that? You know, like I said, we had saw Shane in the Sweet Tea video. But when we did Rap Mania, competing against, you know, 30 other of the top performers, like what made you go all in and say, okay, this is the day I have to arrive?
Oh,
What was the thought process?
they gave me the chance. I had the chance to do it, so I went all out. And again, that's the Apollo. We was talking about the Apollo. Back then, who didn't think about performing at the Apollo? You know, it was like, what? This is history. And then I'm sharing the stage with all these different people. You gave me that moment. It's on. Like I'm doing what I came to do, and that's it. There's nothing else to talk about. We're gonna do this.
That's right. So you went in with that mentality, like, okay, it's time.
It's time. Yeah, let's have fun with it. Let's show everybody
That's right.
out. You know, I mean, Toy went, I mean, she was so excited about it. We went out and got these zoot suits. We got our hair done, got some little pins with our names in it and rhinestones and shit. I mean, we weren't playing. And like the night before, my boys from around the way, the crew that I was telling you about that I used to dance with called the Untouchables, they actually came through to my mom's spot and helped out with the choreography. And we were up like all night prior, just practicing. And then we went to Toy's house and just kept practicing and practicing. So we were ready. We just wanted to get on the stage and do our thing.
Yeah, I was like I said, what we noticed too, like I said, you guys had on the baggy suits, but it was still very feminine, you know what I'm saying? But hard, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, uh, how did you know like your moves like went with the gear, or like, you know, did it just come out like that or what?
What, as
Like
far
I
as,
said, the moves were smooth like your clothes. Like I said, you guys was flowing, you guys was like water.
I mean, we had to make everything just like mesh together. Like it just flowed. Toy had a vision. She knew what we can do, and everything just came together well. And like we just brought it to life. I mean, we used to watch those videos, those old school movies with the zoo, you know, suit crews and doing all the dances and stuff like that. So that was stuff
Mm.
that we used to be into. So to bring it to life, it was like, okay, we got the suits, we got some baggy clothes, we about to do it in, we got some drops to do, so it should be dramatic with this and this, that, and the other. So everything
Yeah.
just like flowed. And Toy is all about that sexy soldier anyway. So we were all like
Mm-hmm.
down with that. That just comes natural. So that's just what it is.
That's right. That's right. And like I said, that's when you first got our attention. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, it's still a mystery of the initial connection. You know, I don't remember, but like I said, when you guys came to LA, you
Mm-hmm.
know, we told you guys we need, you know, show LA what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because we were into a different type of music before hip hop came in, you know, more of the craft work type music.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when hip hop came in, like I said, we were the forerunners, but everybody else was still trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying? It was like a few steps behind.
Mm-hmm.
So gave you that call. And like I said, they were hard headed. They didn't want to listen. So we gave you guys the call. It was like, we need you to come to Water the Bush. You know what I'm saying? Coldest spot in LA at that time. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know, that was our hardcore spot at that time. And your warrior mentality blew me away because we didn't even give you the green light. We didn't say, there they go. But as soon as you got there, it was instant, like, bam, it's on. Like, I don't know if you smell blood or it was time, but you waxed that whole floor and had people looking very, very silly because y'all came in there and mopped that shit up.
I mean,
So tell the mentality of, like, you know what I'm saying, what triggered that.
I mean, it was y'all. Y'all kept hyping us up. We were at the house with y'all, like hanging out with
Mm-hmm.
you, Nefertiti. You know, it was a couple of other females there, and we were just having a good time. And when you told us that, you know, there was a club that we can go to and it had good music, and you were giving us the rundown, we was like, come on, let's go. Da, da, da. But when we got there, it was like the vibe was so dope. Like it was like,
Yeah.
as soon as you walk in, the music is like boom. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everything was just right. So we
Mm-hmm.
walked in there. It was like, okay, we came to do this, and we just fell right in. We knew where to
Mm-hmm.
go. We saw the circle. We did our thing, and then we left. But it was
Yeah.
dope. The DJ
Yeah.
automatically. It seemed like as soon as we walked
Mm-hmm.
through the door, the DJ was like, "New
Mm-hmm.
York is in the house." And then once you hear that, you know, any New Yorker will tell you, you somewhere else and you hear that, you about to rent
Yeah.
for real. So
Yeah.
it is what
Yeah.
we just did our thing. And I mean, but we did what we love to do. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
hard. It just came natural. Like we did what we love to do. It was very familiar. And it was so much fun to do it with people that was on a whole different part of the country doing their thing.
Yeah. Yes, and that was the beauty for us. It's like seeing somebody, our A-likes, with the same mentality we had. Because it was just like, you know, we just felt so alone. You know what I'm saying? Like we just knew those are our kindred spirits right there. You
Right.
know, like I said, it was the same mentality. It was amazing.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I got to go between two notes now. So tell me some of your notable videos of the golden era.
Okay, so I've done first video that I got to do was Expressions by Salt and Pepper. Then it was Why Did It Have to Be Me with Sweet Tea. Then back to Salt and Pepper again with Talk About Sex and Independent. I got to choreograph Funhouse by Kid and Play, and I was actually in that video. Was in a video with Grayson and Jason. OPP, Naughty by Nature. What else? The Dip, Freak Nasty, out here in Atlanta, and video with Elton John and a few others. The Elton John video was pretty interesting too, because I would have never thought I would be doing a video with Elton John, and that was pretty cool. I didn't dance in that one. I was actually, standing in as a singer, so that was pretty cool. So yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
It was different.
That's right. Did you ever have dreams of dancing on Soul Train?
Hell yeah, of course. And when I was out in LA, I had the opportunity to actually go, and I was just blown away with how small that spot was. That spot was so freaking small. I was like, for real? This whole time it was like this?
Yeah.
Wow. So, but yeah, I mean, I never had the opportunity to perform, but I actually got to go and watch some of the tapings. So.
Oh, cool. You never got to touch the floor?
No.
So, like I said, we always consider you guys like pound for pound. So, and the one thing about not just your dancing and your attitude, now it's like the fashion. And you were like, always fly. So how having the fly image, connect with your dancing?
It's the flavor, I guess. I don't know. Like, I just, it's the people that I'm around, heavy influences, I guess I take a piece from this one and that one, and I love fashion. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be all dull. I'm a creative person. So, it's just me. I just, I'm a trendsetter, even though I may look at other things, but I'm a piece everything together and just be me. So, I'm not trying to be fly. I just, you said that earlier.
Yeah. Feel me on this, and this is why I say this, right? Like, I know my strengths, and I know, like I said, we all have different lanes. So I tried to do the judging of the dance contest and stuff like that. Like, I tried that, but it really wasn't me, right? And I just, like, every time I would judge, like I said, I would think of you guys, right?
Right.
So, say it would be a cool little chick dancing, popping or locking or something, whatever. And shoe game, terrible, Afro. Awful, right? Now, I'm not talking about if you had to wear your brother's older brother's shoes and you had holes and had to put cardboard in the bottom. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a dancer who's well prepared to come in there and look like a dancer is supposed to look. And Afro, they be in there like sweaty sweats, tennis shoe game, filthy. And like one time I smelled this girl's feet through her shoes, right? And then it was like, so I downgraded her on that. And they was like, oh, Legend, you being harsh. But I'm like, man, like Celine when Afro them set the standard so high, I can't go backwards. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, you got to go with the flow. I mean, as a dancer, I don't know, like if I go on an audition or something like that, like I make sure that I'm wearing something that if I'm gonna be on camera, I'm gonna wear something that bring out my complexion, my hair, if I'm depending on what type of dance it is or whatever, hair is everything. You want your hair to fling, that adds more dramatics to your routine. For me too, I gotta have kicks. You're right. Your sneakers have to be dope. Like right now, like the different colors and stuff, that's pretty dope, especially on a dance. You got the reflectors, you doing your little spins. That's pretty dope. You want to be coordinated.
Exactly.
But if you don't have it,
no, like I'm saying, I'm not talking about them. Like I said, if you like poor, you wear your uncle's shoes, we ain't talking about that because that's a whole different vibe.
A whole nother one.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones that's living nice and in a nice area with a mother and father, and you could clean your Chuck Taylors with a nice toothbrush.
Going through, you never know what somebody's going through.
Oh yes, it's.
It might be their down day on that day. It might be their down day.
Yeah. All right. Okay. If you said it, I'm gonna let that ride. So take me inside the mind state of Afro before she either goes in a circle or before she gets on stage. Like, do you meditate? I'm saying, do you watch things? Like I said, where do you get prepared for your boogie?
Well, it all depends
Do
on
you
what.
think about your moves in advance in your head, or what?
Well, it all depends on what I'm doing. You know, if it's going to be something that has to do with dance, then
Mm-hmm.
my mindset is on that prior, even after, like way before. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just soaking myself into dance. I'm watching a lot of videos. You know,
Mm-hmm.
as you see, I have my screen up here, so I'll play my videos and I'll dance down
That's
here in
right.
the dance studio with my kids. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
but if it's something to where if I'm performing, if I'm singing, if I'm doing something on the stage, then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely chilling for a little bit. I'm meditating, getting my mind right by listening to my stuff, vibing, you know, just getting into that element. You know, you want to definitely set yourself up for that venue, for that audience, that crowd, you know, because I know how I want to move the crowd. So I know what I need to do. So I definitely get all my things together. I'm a performer. I'm a performer straight up. So everything has to kind of be on point for me. And then I learned from great people. I mean, I've danced with Keith Sweat, danced for Sweet Tea, danced for Lord Finesse, danced for Damian Dane. You know, it's different. All these different artists, I got to see them prepare for their shows, you know, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like watching that, I had no choice but to embrace that and do that for myself because it worked. So why would it
That's
not work
right.
for me?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What element non-dance related still inspires your dance? Like say Muhammad Ali, or you know, the Williams sisters tennis, or you know what I'm saying, anything. You know what I'm saying? What else, you know,
Besides,
inspires your dance that's non-dance related?
I mean, you know, I sing. I'm in the,
Okay.
you know, I also, I sing. I'm a Latin artist as well. You know, I just
Mm-hmm.
keep myself busy. So I sing. As far as sports, like I don't do anything, but you know what? My kids keep me going, boy. My kids keep me youthful. They keep me in the pocket. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I keep myself busy. And then when it comes to the industry, I just keep myself involved.
What other music besides hip hop can you really get busy to? That you
Salsa.
really like? Salsa?
Salsa, bachata. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Latin Trini. I'm Puerto Rican, West Indian, and Black. So you already know I got that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that flavor. It comes natural. Yeah, but I love me some salsa though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get busy with that. Like you can, I won't stop dancing. You take me to a wedding, it's a wrap. Because you know they're gonna
That's
throw.
right.
Yeah, I'm not sitting down. I'm dancing the whole time there. So you might as well hang it up and just go chill somewhere because I'm dancing.
Indeed, indeed. So, like I said, one of the most greatest things about you and Salima is it was no compromise. Like you guys always looked, you know, dressed the part, you know, carried yourselves right, you know, didn't never had to slide down the pole, never had to show your ass,
Never.
showed pure skills, right? Like I said, I was telling Play, I was like, when you see a girl, you know, twerking or something, you know, a man gonna be like, oh man, I want to hit that. But when we saw you guys dance, Cass would be like, man, I want to marry them. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different vibe with pure skills and movement, like I said, without selling sex. So, did there ever come a time in your career where they was try to test you and like, you know, try to steer you in that area to like say to undress more or be more provocative to
Um,
boost your career in Hollywood?
the only time that I ever had to get this close to being a little risky is when I was dancing for Keith. That's it. I mean, because it was the outfits that we were wearing, but it was never told that we had to twerk, we had to show ass, we had to. It was never said to us to do that. Like I've never had to do that at all, at all.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the skills, you have the skills. But and I'm not knocking anybody who decides on doing that. It's just that's not
Mm-hmm.
something that I
Mm-hmm.
decided to do. That's not something that was in my face constantly. What was in my face was modern jazz, ballet, fame, hip hop, you know, not
Mm-hmm.
no, all of that wasn't in my face. You know, I wasn't around it. And again, it's not to say that I would have been doing it if that was something that I was
Mm-hmm.
around. but I
Mm-hmm.
just never had to do that in order for me to get the recognition that I needed to move forward ever.
Mm-hmm.
Had I
And
never.
how's your daughter feel like, you know, that mom's like really put in some serious boogie work without having to do all that shit? How
Oh,
she feel about that?
she feels good about that. She knows that she don't have to do that. Like she knows,
That's
like
right.
for what? Like, and it's not just me that she looks at. She has like a whole crew of aunties that have been in the industry and they have experiences and they
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to do that. And so with knowing that going forward, why would you feel like you have to do that? Unless you feel like you want to do that. That's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter is not going to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not something that she would want to do.
Yes, yeah. So basically, in the end, you say you have a cool husband. I saw a couple of pictures. You guys look very, very fly together.
Thank
I
you.
like I love your whole tribe. I love you guys' energy. You know what I'm saying? Said you didn't have to do all that other junk. You know what I'm saying? To have, you know, the nice ending, right?
No, exactly. You don't have to do all of that to have the nice ending. Like your ending, is what you want it to be and who you want it to be with. Like you don't to go and do all that other stuff to get everything, to get your happiness. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, like I said, I watch everything. And like I said, from the beginning of social media and when it was called the booty dance and it was called twerking and, you know, the extras and all that stuff. Like I said, I don't remember. The person I remember is a little Asian girl from MySpace, Tila Tequila.
Right.
But when it comes to serious dancing, like I said, I know Josephine Baker, Lola Falana, Afro, Salima. You know, they even do the little young girls coming up, Nora, Yahara, and Cora. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, those names are stuck in my head.
Right.
To the end. Like I said, but I don't know any of those, you know, millions and millions and millions of twerkers online, and I don't know one of their names.
Right.
You know?
Wow. That's something else. Tila Tequila, boy. That's MTV. MTV, she was a trip. I liked her, though.
Yeah, she made it. I remember her on MySpace. She was like, that's all I remember. That's it.
Yep.
As far as with a name, like I said, I know there's more, but I don't know who they are.
Right.
I'm definitely not gonna know them. Like I said, you know, here you are, you know, 20 years later from the heyday, and like I said, your name's still ringing.
Well, that's what's up. It makes me feel really good about that too. I'm honored, you know.
Yeah. It's how do you feel about that? Knowing, like I said, we were the pulse, but we were the hip hop dancers. Like I said, we didn't have the record, we wasn't on the mic. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do too much acting. You know what I'm saying? Like Sammy Davis and all them cats did. But our name is still able to ring and still get acknowledged by the cats we looked up to, like, you know, the Rakims and Naughty by Natures and Big Daddy Kane. Be like, man, I love solos. I love Afro and them. You know what I'm saying? So how does that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? And still being able to have a name when there was so much going on.
It makes me feel like job well done, Fro. That just makes me feel really good, you know, because being behind stage and actually watching the artists go to work, it's like I see what they're looking for. And being behind the scenes, not just as a dancer, again, I see what they're looking for. And when they have all of their elements, you see everything come together and everything just looks so perfect and the artist is happy, yada, yada, yada. So to know that I was a part of that back in the day and I made that happen for the artists that I've danced for, it makes me feel good. And to know that I still have that respect that, you know, when I come across the homies, everybody, and they're like, Fro, you know, and then sometimes they still ask me, you still have it? You still want, can you get busy? Oh, of course I can get busy. Let's go. Let's go. If we had a show, whatever, and we on the stage and something come on, don't call my name. This is about to go down.
That's right.
I have to rep, you know. So, but I'm very honored. It makes me feel really good.
Cool. So, you know, we have our heyday. We wreck shop, you know, do dope videos, wreck everybody's tours, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, establish our name in the game. So when was that moment where you say, okay, probably, it's about to shift now. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the dance game does. It shifts for a minute, dies out for a while. So when did you know, okay, it's time to and move on to the to mother Afro and wife Afro?
I mean, well, with my first son, I didn't stop dancing
And
until
what
I was.
was it? What was happening at that time? Like what was hot at the time?
Okay, so everybody got a chance to do the Michael Jackson video. I wasn't able to do it because I was pregnant. And
Okay.
not a lot of people knew that, but I couldn't really
Okay.
reach out to anyone. Only a few people knew, so I was pregnant. But shortly after that, I ended up dancing anyway. I went on the road for like just a few, I think it was like 3 months with Damien Dane. So I stopped
Okay.
dancing when I was 5.5 months pregnant. And I
I was
think,
homeboy with the perm.
huh?
Homeboy had the cool little perm. Yeah, like a little
Right.
pompadour. Okay, I remember him. Yeah.
So, rest in peace today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I was on the road with them till I was 5.5 months pregnant. And then that's when I was like, okay, I need to chill out. So, but that still didn't stop me, because after I had my son, I chilled for a little bit, but then I went, because I was in a group. So I went right back into the studio. I went back into dancing and everything. And so with my daughter, I was in the studio recording more.
Okay.
So it's always been kind of like a tug of war between my career and my home life, but I've seemed to master it. And luckily, I have been very blessed with the people in my life, and they've been able to support me. So that support is always everything. And it helps you with the things that you want to do in life and your purpose and whatever you're passionate about. So.
Yeah, so are you glad that you had that bridge into that and you love family? You know what I'm saying? Just as much as a dance, because, a lot of our friends may have got stuck in that time. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like they didn't want to let 89, 90 go. So it was like, what I'm saying? I said some kind of stray, what I'm saying, may have, went down the dark side. But like I said, so was family the good bridge for you? So you wouldn't have to like, what I'm saying? Stay around Hollywood too long. You know how it is.
No, yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. This is all what was supposed to happen. I mean, all four of my children, they all dance. They're all like to the industry some sort of way. My youngest, Journey, she's amazing. Like, I don't like, she's like, she dances, she does everything. So I'm looking at her like, okay, you're going to be different besides the other three. The other three love to perform as well, but it's amazing to me how, you really see it. It's in their DNA. And it's not just for me. I see it. My grandmother did it. My mother did it, so when I see my kids taking it on and going forward, it just makes me feel so good, So again, it helps me. That bridge is definitely, I have great support for that bridge. So I'm able to go back and forth whenever I want to. It's in my heart. It's in my soul. It comes natural. I could be at church, and if there's something going on, I'm getting up like, okay, this is what we need to do.
That's
Because
right. That's right.
here.
So cool. So you went, you made the adjustment now, and you're in the ATL. You just, still Afro to you, but like I said, the game.
Right.
I'm doing something else now.
Right.
So tell me about the responses again when people realized it was you.
So yeah, so as I told you, I've also worked on my own stuff. So, being out here in Atlanta, I was able to work with some amazing people. I got out here in 91, and I got to meet a couple of local groups. There was this one group that was called 90 Miles Per Hour. They were actually the first hip hop group that I worked with here. And it was just like meeting them. A lot of them were from here, Atlanta. A lot of people that I was meeting were from here. It was like right before the transition, because it seems like everyone here is from a different state. No one here is from Atlanta, really, right? At least now.
Yeah.
So back then, we were just coming in, and people were just amazed with the history, and the people that I had already knew here, they already had history. They were already doing things in the industry. So it was like a melting pot of all greatness, all in one. So, I mean, people were amazed, but they all had their stories too. I was amazed, and like after.
Tell me the one with Naughty by Nature who rolled up to this radio station.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm working at Radio 1, and I had been there for at least about a good year working the front desk. And nobody knew. I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. I didn't tell anybody about my history, simply because a woman in this industry, I just feel like she needs to be on point, especially when she's trying to pursue her career and she's trying to do her thing. So you have to be careful with who you choose to do business with. So I'm sitting up at the radio station, and every Wednesday they would have like music day. So I'm sitting back watching people as they come in and out with their artists. You have managers coming in with their artists and da 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 da. So finally, you know, I find out that they're having guests over, and it's Naughty by Nature. And it just so happened that I was going to be off that next day. So there was only one person up at the radio station that knew at this time. His name is DJ Sense. He knew my history. And in fact, he was the first person who said that I was a piece of hip hop history. I didn't know how to act with that shit. Like, I was just like, word, I'm feeling that. So I'm running with that. But so Tretch and them went up to the radio station, and like I said, I happened to be off. So I called them while they were there for the morning show with Ryan Cameron. And I called, and I'm like, hey, you know, and at the time, Beyonce Aloysius was there working with Ryan. And so I called in, and I'm like, yo, you know, hey, this is Afro. And they're like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, can I speak with Vinny or Tretch? So they're like, okay. And you could tell that they were kind of confused. Yeah. So they get Tretch, or I know Vinny gets on the phone, and I'm like, hey, where y'all at? What y'all doing today? This, that, and the other. So we wrap it up. We get off the phone. I go to meet with them. When I meet with them, they're like, why didn't you tell anybody what you were doing? So I'm like, well, what do you mean? And they were like, we went to the radio station, and as soon as we got off the phone with you, they were like, how do you know Afro? And we were like, how do we know Afro? Well, she's the voice of OPP. And they were like, Afro. Ryan Cameron was like, our receptionist? And he was there, and they were like, yeah, she's the voice of OPP. All the female vocals on OPP is all Afro. So they were like, yo, she never said anything, never said anything. So the next day, when I did go to work, Ryan Cameron walks in there, and the first thing that he had to ask me was, why didn't you say anything? And I was just like, it just wasn't the time or place. Like, I just never said anything. So
and see, that's what I'm saying. That's knowing the dance game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you could be a good dancer, you can be a high flyer, but do you know the game? Do you know when to chill and, like, you know, give that smile and, you know, just watch and observe, you know?
Exactly. And I love to help others. Like, so even around that time when I was working on my music, you know, here it is, the affiliates, they would hit me off with their mix CDs. So when I'm out there selling my CDs or I'm giving my CDs away, not only am I blessing people with my vibe, but I'm also blessing people with gangster grills, t-shirts, calendars, whatever I can get my hands on from other artists. I was just like giving stuff away. And as of today, I've sold and given away at least 783 units out the trunk of my car. I wasn't playing. I was dead ass. Dead ass. So yeah, everything. When you know the game, you can do a lot.
Exactly. And like I said, now knowing the game and the dance journey. So now, like I said, you did all that, you're making adjustments. Like I said, you never leaving the game, but you're just doing other things, right?
Right.
But a time comes when our boogie gets tested.
Yeah.
Some new music comes in that might not hit our shoppers. So tell me what happened that moment where you was like, kind of like unsure about yourself or something like that, like when you was in that adjustment period, like I said, when, you know, when new things were going along, but you were still trying to keep up.
I mean, I can honestly say the only time that I had an issue with, you know, my dancing and I was kind of wondering if I still had it was when I gained weight from having my kids. And it was mainly both of my daughters. Like, I don't know what it is. Have little girls, you gain more weight. So that was tested. And I remember one time dancing, you know, a guy was trying to like battle Maryland, and I jumped in to try to do my thing like I did in LA. But this time it wasn't the New York's in the house. It wasn't any of that shit. It was like, oh shit. Like, everybody moved out the way. I fell. Like, I did not realize my weight was the way that I just didn't realize that. I just went right for a drop, a spin, and I did something totally different, got right back up, and I wanted to leave. So, but that was like the only time that I could say that it was tested, because after that, I really didn't want to, like, I just was careful, you know, but it's natural. It comes natural. So that didn't last long. I had to get right back in. And then too, you know, staying busy, staying active really helps. So
That moment, how long did that moment stay on your mind?
dang, for about at least a good year and a half. Like that was like the worst. Yo.
See?
Worst.
Yeah, see, people don't understand. Like, that's why I try to tell cats, like I said, when you live in the whole dance journey, you have to go through those ups and downs. Like I said, it's like a lot of, like I said, people went through it. You
Yeah.
know, like I said, I was telling trumpet players might lose their chops. They can't blow a note out their horn for a while.
Right.
Like wondering, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, bam, they come back even stronger. But like I said, which I see that you're doing, your combinations are still smooth, still fly, you still ready to go.
I try, you know, the kids, you know, I stay battling them. I still try to battle my oldest son. Like he thinks I'm a mess. He's like, Mom, you know, sometimes he doesn't take me serious. And I'm like, boy, you better stop. We will do it right here. You think I'm playing. You know?
That's right. So like I said, what is like I said, they always say there's a spiritual connection with dance, right? But sometimes like I said, all of us have these moments where we could be alone at home, or like I said, be with, you know, Salim or somebody or just anybody just chilling. But you'll do a solo so fucking good, but nobody else in the world is gonna ever see it. Like, what do you think that means? Do you think that's, like I said, bringing the best out of us, or is it a connection with the ancestors? Like, where are those moves going? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, only you in that room are going to see those moves.
So pretty much you're asking me about my vibing. Like, so yeah. My vibe, yeah, it's pretty much I'm just expressing myself. If I'm dancing, I'm just doing me. I'm just coming, you know, I'm just going with what's coming to mind. And, you know, I've never really gotten too emotional when dancing, especially hip hop. But you know, I love to dance. It's nothing, you know, I can honestly tell you that it's from the soul. It's definitely from the soul. And you know, that's the universal language. You know what I'm saying? It definitely makes me feel good, you know, when I'm dancing and, you know, just letting stuff go. You know, you're not stressed out. You let just flowing, just listening to whatever it is that you want to listen to. Like I try to do it like hip hop for me, vibing and just like just chilling and just dancing. That's really good. But modern jazz back in the day when I was younger, I was really good at it. But now, oh yeah, I will bust my ass in a heartbeat trying to do a pirouette talking about I'm vibing. Now that's a discouragement. I ain't we can't do that often. You know, that right there be like, okay, well nobody can see me do that. We'll just keep it on the hip hop. That's it.
So like I said, you guys did some great work. Like I said, bringing Sweet Tea stage performance to life. And other artists that you guys work with, was there anybody from any era that you wish, like, man, I think our dancing would have really, like, you know, brought their stage show out? Like, which artist was that you didn't get a chance to work with in any era that you would love to dance with, you know what I'm saying, to bring out their show?
Missy.
Is that right?
Dance with Missy. Oh my God. What?
That's dope.
Love to dance with Missy. For real, for real. Missy.
That is dope.
Missy, Chris Brown. I'm trying to think, because Chris Brown is dope. I love him.
That's one of mine too. I want to I would like to just do like maybe one or two routines for him.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake. You know, definitely. As far as hip hop artists, I don't really know of any right now off the top that I would want to, you know, get busy with, because things are just so different. Like, you know, I mean, it just seems like their dancers are just on award shows, you know, and forgive me if that's not the case. I don't go to a lot of concerts now. So when I do them, they're at award shows, and, you know, things are a little different now. But I know for us back in the day, we on the road, we're part of the elements. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, you got your MC, you got DJ, you got the dances, you got the mic, you know, so it's like, it's a little different. for me. It's different for us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now for my kids though, no, they all in. They love that. But for us, it's definitely different.
That's dope, dope. Is there any other aspects of the elements that you're getting into more now as just a fan? Like for me, I'm just now getting into graffiti. I just left the whole sound system thing. You know, I was fascinated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just now getting into graffiti. Is there any other elements that you get into just as a fan, just to watch?
DJs. I love my DJs.
Is that right?
DJs. I love DJs. DJs, let me tell you something. When it comes to an independent artist too, like DJs is who you need to go to. They will hook you up. They love you. You know what I mean? They want music. You know what I'm saying? But I love DJs. And if I can learn how to DJ, I think I'd be pretty dope, especially with some hip hop.
That's dope. That's dope. So like I said, I know that you're active and you're going to be like one of the OGs that take it all the way to the end, you know, like we're supposed to.
Aww.
So what was the last song that you just ripped up? Current, no old days. Now, what did you just rip up recent?
Jadakiss, Government Cheese. Government Cheese. That's my shit. Like the minute I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I relate to this dude. I love me some Jadakiss. Boy, I love that song.
Just went in.
Got busy. Like the minute I heard it, I was like, oh, it's on.
Combination was sharp.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking
It was
about.
me and the kids just here. Like it was just crazy. As soon as I heard it, I just went in. Like just went in. I love that track, Government Cheese. My husband actually introduced me to that song. I was just like, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Jadakiss.
Yeah. So like I said, us still like saying being able to boogie at a high level. Do you feel like healthier and, you know, stronger, you know, as we're getting older and wiser?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You have
you feel the health benefits coming from it?
Huh?
You feel the health benefits coming from the boogie?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to. I mean, at this age too, we got to be on point. Like I wasn't paying attention to my water intake back then, all that stuff. So the combination having to be healthy, having to, you know, eat right, and now with you dancing, that's great. It's great right now. So yeah.
I confess, Afro, your soul brothers, to this day, we still think we don't have to stretch first.
No, don't feel bad. No. I just got called on that. I just got called on. Like, Fro, you can't get up and do that. I was like, you can't tell me I cannot get up and just do, because I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'll feel it later on. Don't get it twisted.
Whoa, that's amazing. It's a crazy feeling, right?
Depending on what it is, I'll feel it later on. But it's all good. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I love it. You know, it's a straight dance move.
That's right. That's right. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh yeah. So is there anything out there that you want to tell the up and coming dancers and the sisters out here?
Yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just stay focused. You know, your success is your success. Your story is your story. Don't try to be like anybody else. You know, stay focused on your craft. Everything will come. You know, everything falls in place. But what's meant for you is already yours. That's it.
Definitely. So, okay, we're going to run some of our showdown questions here.
Okay.
We're going to run a few back, but I threw a couple of new ones in there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't want to give up too many because V-Love got to use some next week.
Okay.
Well, we're going to switch it up, though. Let me see what we got here. Okay. You and your husband's anniversary. You and your husband's anniversary.
Okay. What about it?
Who's singing for you?
Him.
Marvin Gaye or Ronald Isley?
Oh, Marvin Gaye.
Ooh. Coldest video of our era with the best, with the like showman stage moves. No, change that, excuse me. Coldest dance video of our era. Getting Funky, or Everybody Get Up, Salt and Pepper?
Getting Funky.
Cold one, right?
Cold.
Running Man or The Reject?
Running Man.
Okay, gotta run some back. Symphony or The Scenario?
Scenario.
Love Jones or the original Sparkle?
Sparkle, the original Sparkle.
Rap City or Yo MTV Raps?
Yo MTV Raps. That's hard. You know that was hard. I really want to say both.
I know. House Party, Last Jam of the Night, Slow Record, Prince Adore, or Michael Jackson, Lady in My Life?
Lady in My Life.
Woo! Hoo-hoo! Let's see. And we got, I already know what you're going to say right there. But I'll run it back anyway. Coldest duets, Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill, or David Ruffin and Eddie Kendricks?
Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill. I'm always going to be a fan. They were the first group that, New Edition was the first group that I got to see live. Hell, I'm always going to be loyal. Shit.
Okay. Dance moves wise and songs.
Okay.
Jackson 5 Motown or Jackson 5 Epic?
Why are you playing?
Yeah,
Ah.
Yeah.
I would want to sting, man. Jackson 5.
Everything, pound for pound, stage show, afros or whatever they was into.
I want to say Epic. It's so hard. It's hard. Motown. I take that.
Motown. Ooh.
That was hard.
That's right. The favorite candy, Jolly Rancher, Now Later.
Now Laters.
Ooh, OG.
Word up.
My sister Afro.
That's right.
So when Play finishes documentary and I dance, and we all come back together to rock that shit one more time, what we gonna give them? What we gonna give them, Afro?
Are we gonna give it to them? We gonna get busy. Let's do it. I am so down.
I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to that moment.
No, like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Whenever you feel the urge, we can do it. We could do this right here. I tried to do it a month and a half ago. I tried to go live. I want to do it again. And, it never happened. But whenever y'all ready, we could do this. I'm so down.
Keep it going. I'm telling you. It's like it's never an interview I don't mention your name.
Oh, well, that's
over 20 years. And I know, like I said, I hear that you guys ride hard for us too.
Hell yeah.
Like, they're like, man, them cats, they ride hard for y'all, man.
That's right. We had a story to tell when we got back from LA. We definitely clicked with y'all. Never to be forgotten.
And those kindred spirits are amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like I said, we ain't kicked it in a minute, but like I said, it seems like it's just yesterday.
And this is how we met. It was like automatic. We all clicked, had fun, It was like I said, just like yesterday. It was was it your house or was it whose house was that we was at? Do you remember?
Man, I said I remember the actual connection. I just know it was on.
Yeah, we was at some. I know, like I told you, Nefertiti was there. Yeah. It was so dope.
Yeah. Like I said, I remember seeing Rap Mania. Then I remember connecting right before the club, but I don't know where. And then I remember Hollywood Live, and the rest is history.
Hell yeah, Hollywood Live, boy, that shit was dope. I love it.
Yeah, it was. And we're gonna do it again for sure.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah, Afro, it's been wonderful.
Likewise.
You gonna keep doing this again? Lima in the house. I see you.
And I got to see my sister. Big shout out to my sister Lima. I love you, Jay. What's up, Cuzzo? I love you guys.
Jay, yeah, that's my new homie right there.
Yeah, that's Peoples for Life. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I see everybody.
Yes, sir.
I see you. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everybody. You know, definitely being here in Atlanta, I met some great people, some wonderful people. You know, the Hemisphere. You know, I got to work with Drez the Beatnik. Like I told you, the DJs, DJ Roster Root, you know, Skinny Kravitz. You know, that's my homie right there. Like, it's just so many great people here in Atlanta that I got to work with, and I'm just truly, I just love them all. You know, but yeah, Atlanta's dope. They have some dope. They got a dope hip hop movement here. You know,
yeah.
Those of you
we were
that
down there for a minute, man, but you know some things that went down. But we were down in Stone Mountain for a hot second.
Really,
yeah,
y'all should have reached out to me. I would have loved to have seen you guys.
Man, you know how it is. I wasn't ready for that move yet, but you know what I'm saying. You know, my mom was down there. But I had to take care of some business here first.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Ready, we here.
That's right. So, love you, sis. We boogie partners to the end.
Yes.
You know, beginning, middle, is how you finish in the end.
That's right.
You did.
Many blessings. Thank you so much
for that. Indeed. So I see you, sis.
I will.
Out.
Peace.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Where am I? Hope y'all enjoyed the Ali Shuffle. Instant replay with Afro. Yo, Afro, hip hop's favorite sis. I have something here too. I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is, folks. Let me remove this. Let me add this one. Let's see what this is.
I like the original Sparkle a little bit better than the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was from Cliff Love.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was actually half of the old one. Might as well play it. Let's go for it. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What you think about that new Sparkle?
I liked it.
No,
I liked it because Whitney was in it. I love me some Whitney. So, but I feel like it really didn't do. I like the original Sparkle a little bit better than the first one.
Yeah. I was always let down because I had ran into Mike Epps prior, and he had put the battery on my back. He was like, "Man, I got so deep in the Satin Struthers, it took me 3 weeks to bounce back." And he didn't do all that. And it's so cold because we always see the original Satin Struthers in Leimert Park all the time. So it was like, he didn't do all that. So that's what kind of let me down because I thought he was really about to, do something extraordinary. Okay, let's keep it going. Rap City or Yo MTV Raps?
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah.
You really doing it right now. It's hard. This is hard.
Yeah.
MTV Raps is because it's more old school for me. Like man, you really hurt me.
Yeah, we can't make them easy. Here go an easy one for you. Jolly Ranchers or Now and Laters?
Now and Laters.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's more flavor with the Now and Laters, I think. There's more flavors.
Okay. Let's get back to the deepness. This right here. Cliff Love gave me this one for you.
Okay.
Dapper Dans or Shirt Kings?
For real.
Yeah, that was from Clip Love.
Oh my God. Shirt Kings.
Okay.
I do Shirt Kings. It's hard because you know I love me some Dapper Dan too, but I wasn't able to really rock Dapper Dan back then. I was a little bit too
Okay.
fat. But the Shirt Kings I got to rock.
Okay. All right. Symphony or scenario? The
Oh,
dance crew. In the circle.
scenario.
Ooh.
Scenario.
All right. Got to get you with this one right here. No, I'm going to say that one for last. This was from Cliff Love, too.
Okay.
Latin Quarter or Union Square?
Latin quarters.
Okay. Back in the old days, OG style. When
Okay.
they still played, when the slow song was the last song of the night. From that school?
Okay.
You from that school?
From that school.
What's Afro playing with her favorite boyfriend? Michael
Ooh.
Jackson, Lady of My Life? Prince Adore?
Ah. Lady of my life.
Woo! And the winner is
Lady of my life.
Woo! So yeah, Afro, like I said, it's been a pleasure
Definitely.
talking with you again. Can't
Definitely.
wait till we all hook up, put it down one last time.
Yes. Yes.
You know, this would be our tap moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we have to do it again. We got to do it again.
You know, it's already written.
Yes. Yes. We're going to have to. This is so dope. Like, again, this is dope what y'all are doing. You got to
Yeah.
keep up. There's so many other people,
Mm-hmm.
share their stories, make people laugh, give good advice. So definitely keep doing it.
Cool, cool. So you know how it is, man. I love you, my boogie sister for life, to the end, from the
Yes.
beginning.
Back.
Yes,
Yes.
you know, tell your flying husband Happy Father's Day for me.
Oh, I'll tell him. I'll tell him.
You know, Cutty finger for the kids.
That's right. That's right. I will.
Indeed, indeed. And we hooking up soon. We're gonna put it down.
All right. We definitely are. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Blessings, beautiful.
Blessings and peace. Stay safe, everyone.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh man, my battery died. You guys. Oh man,
Oh,
can you hear me?
whatever.
Whatever. I thought that was such a dope ass motherfucker. Oh, excuse me. It was such a dope interview, and you know what? Just listening to the audio because I had to walk around and stuff, and I didn't have my headset. I'm like, a dope audio book of all of these different like interviews would be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
just to have
yeah,
someone
yeah.
visualize everything, and that was a lot of fun. And since then, though, like it's just been so much because I think 2 weeks after that interview was when you and V hit me up and was like, we need you to interview T, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was like,
definitely.
wait, what? I'm confused. And that's how it all started, you know what I'm saying? And then from that, Cedric and Peter, that developed. And that's still something that we didn't get that song for the intro for the for the show. That was supposed to
Yeah.
be the song for the intro for the show, and it ended up being something else that was a true blessing. And it was so dope how things came together on that. So I'm saying all of that to say that, last year was amazing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, I'm so grateful for everyone who has been in my life. I'm just, I'm truly blessed, and it feels good to know that. You know,
Yep, yep.
straight up. I mean, even with the people that I met through Hip Hop Dance Stories, there's some great people. The audience has been great. They've come out, they've supported us. We've had some dope guests to come out. I mean, we reconnected. Well, I got to reconnect with Scoob, Johnny Famous. You know what I'm saying? And we got Elder Sensei from the Artifacts on there, MC Shan. You know what I'm saying? We got Play on there. We had Carolyn, Marilyn, Portia. You know, these are people that were able to, you know, they were they were in the documentary, and so we were able to bring some of these people out so that they could tell their story before the documentary even dropped. You know,
That's right.
This was dope. I think it was a dope ass idea, Ledge, you know, for you and V to get together and decide on doing this. I'm glad you guys did it.
Yes, all good.
Word up.
But you know, I'm not even hearing you right now on purpose. You know, this is me, Chris, and Malachi's time of year. You know, you and Journey gonna sit over there or somewhere in the cut.
Right, I hear you. I see what you're doing.
Me and Chris time of the year.
Okay.
I talked to Chris yesterday. I didn't want to talk to you no more. After talking about that football, I was like, man, I didn't want to hear Afro no more.
I'm already knowing. I get it. I totally get it. So, it is what it is. It is.
That's right. It's all good.
Yeah, man. But this was dope, man. I really, I enjoyed this.
Yeah,
I look forward to hearing who
yeah.
do we have next week. Who's gonna go ahead and roll next week?
I told you we got Link and you had somebody. Oh, Nikita.
Ooh.
Link and Nikita.
Okay, yes. All right, so let's get Nikita. I thought Nikita's gonna be good. Nikita's been doing some great things, guys. Like she's like,
yeah.
She's been getting her workouts on. She's been doing them videos out there and everything. I mean, she looks great. You actually get to see a full transformation from like the year 2020. You've seen like her progress. Like you could see it. If you was to go back to some of her posts, you could see some of that. So that's great. I'm looking forward to that, and definitely look forward to the links, man. He has a great, great, great spirit. And what I could remember, he was always cool, just, always smiling, and he is dope, man. He is so freaking dope. Going back and looking at some of his footage, checking out his videos, I'm like, man, I just want to dance with him. Like, when he comes on, I'm trying to dance. Like, he's dope.
See, I used my executive producer card and snuck Nikita in there on a training only so I could balance that between football season. Yeah, I did that. No BBD talk.
We gonna do
I said no BBD stories. What happened? You hit a mute button.
No,
there you go.
Hold on. Okay, wait. Hold on. Wait. I don't know what's going on here. Hello?
Hell has always been low. Man. Get well, JK. Terrible injury last night, Cutty. You'll be back. Warrior. I don't know where Alpha went. We were to wind this bad boy down, no? See what these Raiders is looking like. 20-10. Frisco over the Raiders. And I got Miami and Cincinnati on the TV over here. I have no score for you. But yes, I think Afro's out. So next week, we'll probably have one more Ali Shuffle. And then we're going to come back live with the new shows for the new season. Until then, Cutty salute. Coach Cutty out of here.